So today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to depot your shadows, just because I want to put them in a palette. But first of all, the basic things you need are magnetic paper, one with a sticky back to it. This one you can peel off and it comes with the sticky on it. You need a flathead, tiny little flathead screwdriver. You need a pencil, scissors, a lighter. You can use one of these punches, but if you have bigger things, then that's why you need the pencil and the scissors. And your palettes you're going to put them into, a flat iron, and I'm resting my flat iron on a oven mitt just so it doesn't burn my table, and it's rounded so it kind of helps to keep it flat. Wax paper, because you're going to put this on here so it doesn't melt your shadow. So that's everything you need. So yeah, now I'm going to show you how to do it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some wax paper and rip it. And I just need a real thin slice because I'm going to put that on top of my flat iron over here. I'm not going to quite put that on there right yet, but first thing you want to do is take your screwdriver, the flathead, and you want to get it under this lip right in here. It's kind of hard to see, but it's right there. And you're just going to stick this in there and just shove it, shove it, shove it, and it's going to just eventually pop out that shadow or break. But just keep going. Another way to do it is you can stick your screwdriver like right into the corner of it, like right there, and then it should come off. There we go. Alright, so that got it off. So now you're left with this mini little shadow pod. So first I'm going to do that to all of my shadows. Got my little pods here now. And I've just separated my little things into a different pile. And then what I like to do is take my flat iron, lay my wax paper down over the flat iron, and lay each shadow on here. You can fit about 2 at a time. And just kind of count probably about 15-20 seconds. And you can check them. Give them a little bit more. And when you think they're ready, you just pop them off and stick the screwdriver right into the middle of this, and it should be soft enough that it pushes out the other side. So even if you just get a little lip under it, that's all that you need, and then you can remove this. And it is hot, so don't touch it with your finger. I'm just kind of balancing it on here, and then I'm going to place this onto my wax paper. Actually, no, I'm going to put it over here on my little oven mitt thing I got going. This one's probably cooled down by now, so I'm gonna pop this one on here with my other one. This one has now cooled. It's got a nice little tacky glue on the back. Take off this one I've already done. Push down the middle. Scoop this out. Over here. And when you're doing a lot of these, I'm doing this on a table right now, but when I have like a lot, I usually do them in the floor in my bedroom. But just for filming purposes, I've brought them into the kitchen on the table. So you can, if you want, pop these back into the jars from the eyeshadows, but you don't have to. That's up to you. What I like to do is take the shadow bottom, so that I can reapply it later and keep that nearby. So what I do is I'm going to take a piece from this that I've already used and just cut off an edge so I can get to the rest of it. Have a good clean edge to start with. So now I have a flat area. And with these, you slide it in. Make sure it's all the way in. Snap it out, and there you go. Perfect size for the bottom of one of these shadows. So I need 3 of those. And I like to get them as close as I can by looking through the bottom of this thing. And if I don't see the edge of the other circle, I'm good to go. So I have 3 of those now. I'm done with my paper, and I'm done with my hole puncher. So now I'm going to just warm up the bottom of this a little bit, just with a little bit of a lighter, because otherwise it's really hard to get off. And I'm not really touching it, I'm just going around it a little bit, just so I can lift an edge. These are really time consuming. Whenever I do this, I usually have like my sister or someone doing this for me while I depot them. But you don't have to do that. So once you've peeled this off, there should be a little bit of sticky stuff left on the bottom. And you place that side onto the shadow. Just like that. It lines up perfectly. I like to go around the edge of it with my fingers, and it fits right on the bottom, like it was meant to be. And then once I do that, this one is Coquette. I like to take this and just kind of roll it around on the back of the shadow, and that loosens up the glue. And once you lift an edge, you should be able to peel the whole thing off. And while that's still sticky, I line it up on the bottom. And then I can see what shadow it is, and that is going to go right into my 4 quad. I just did this because I have like all these shadows that I only use for brows, and I was sick of using them, just having them in there. So I was like, oh, I'll just make a little palette. So now if I ever want to, I just pop it in here. It doesn't come out because it's magnetic, because if I was to just put one of these in there, it's sticky, so it'll stick, but it'll come out because there's no magnet on the bottom. So don't forget the magnet. So that's in there. These that you get, like the refills, automatically come with a, what's it called? With a magnet on the bottom. So you don't have to do that, but this is just my little brow palette I'm making, and I'll check in with you when I'm all done. Now, I pop it right in here, and if I ever want to know what they are, I take them out, I can figure out what they are, and now I have my beautiful little brow palette.